Hi everyone, welcome back to my lab. If you're new to my channel, I'm Yori and I do upload beauty and makeup related content every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 9 a.m. Central. So 3 brand new videos every single week from me. I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel if you aren't already and join my makeup family. To my returning YouTube friends, thank you so much for joining me again. Today's video is going to be another installment of my 2 Looks 1 Palette series where I bring you the Too Faced Chocolate Gold Bar Palette for day as well as the Chocolate Gold Bar Palette for play. So if you're interested in seeing both sides of the Too Faced Chocolate Gold Bar, then let's just get started. In my house today, we just finished opening Christmas presents and I'm getting ready to go to my mom's house for Christmas dinner. And so I wanted to do a very nice day look for you today using the Chocolate Gold Bar palette. I've already primed my eyes using the Milani eyeshadow base and I set my eyes using the shade Rollin' in Dough from the palette. So now I'm going to go into the shade So Bougie with the Zoeva 227. And I'm just going to define my crease. The shade So Bougie, which I use to set my eyeshadow base, is a lot lighter than my skin tone, so it has a whitish tinge, but it does allow this transition shade to show nicely. Next, I'm going to take a slightly more tapered brush. This one is a Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease Brush and the shade Cocoa Truffle. I really love that in this palette, they gave you the standard shades that you need for a complete eye look. I can totally see myself hitting pan on those shades. And there's shades that I have in other palettes, obviously, so when I do hit pan, the palette will still totally be usable. I'll just have to pull in a neutral palette or some of my basic single eyeshadows so that I can do a complete look. This is the shade Cocoa Truffle and I'm just working it right underneath the previous shade, and I'm also putting it on the outer third of my eye. Next, on a MAC 213 brush, I'm going to take the shade Sassy and Classy and I'm going to take that all over my lid. Ever since I swatched this, I have been very anxious to put it on my eyes. I am getting a little bit of fallout, so I'm going to dampen my brush. Also, I wanted to intensify some of the metallic character. Next, on a MAC 228, I'm going to take the shade Rich Girl, and I'm going to use that in the inner corner, but also blend it into the Classy and Sassy shade. Alright, next with the Zoeva 228, I'm going to re-intensify the outer corners. So I'm using the shade Cocoa Truffle. Next, with an IT Cosmetics for Ulta 217 brush, I'm going to go into the shade Decadent and I'm going to line my upper lash line. One of my YouTube friends, she has an Instagram channel. It's Amira's Beauty channel. I'll definitely leave her channel name listed here. She does the cutest little baby wing, and I kind of want to try it. I'm doing it with powder. Mine's not as good as hers. She probably uses liquid liner or gel liner to do it, but I'm doing it with the eyeshadow. But it just looks so cute. It looks so cute on you, Amira, so I'm trying to copy you. Alright, so that was my attempt at a baby wing. If you like luxury makeup, I think you'll like her Instagram feed, so definitely check her out. I do want to highlight my brow bone just a tad, and so I'm going to take the shade Rollin' in Dough and a MAC 219, and I'm just going to apply that right under the brow line. For the lower lash line, we're going back into the shade So Bougie, and we're just going to apply that all underneath. And with the liner brush, I'm going to take the shade Cocoa Truffle and I'm just going to place that very close to the lashes. I'm gonna brighten the inner rim with my Wet n Wild brow highlighter. And I'm finishing it off with Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. I did mention that I'm headed out to dinner, and so I'm going to finish off the look with something very easy. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for today's look, but I really want to use the shade Moneybags and New Money. So I'm going to start using the basic matte shades first, and then we'll see what happens. This is the shade So Bougie on a Zoeva 228 brush, and I'm just going to apply this just on my crease. I've already primed and set my eyes. I primed using the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I set that with the Wet n Wild Single Shadow in the shade Creme Brulee. I'm going to take a slightly smaller pointed brush, and this is the Zoeva 231, and I'm going into the shade Cocoa Truffle. And I'm just going to further define my crease. I'm going to do a half cut crease. I'm using the Milani Retouch and Erase concealer that I hate as a concealer, but it's good for this purpose. And I'm using a MAC 231 brush. Next, I'm going to take a MAC 239 and the shade New Money, and I'm going to place it directly over the concealer. I need a smaller brush, so I'm going to take a MAC 228. I'm going to take the same MAC 239 and the shade Moneybags. Then going back into the MAC 228 brush, I'm just going to blend the two shades together. Alright, so I'm going to see if I can replicate that on the other side. With a MAC 219 brush, I'm taking just a pinch of the shade Decadent to deepen the outer V. Right now I took just a little bit more of the shade Moneybags to re-intensify the green. Ooh, I've got tons of fallout. Next, I'm going to apply some wing liner. This is the Ulta brand liquid liner in the shade Teal Pearl, and I'm just going to make a wing with that. It looks a little bit more blue than green, but we'll make it work. My daughter just came in and said I needed a longer and sharper wing, so. I also decided to add some lashes to the look. I want to emphasize the green that I'm wearing, and so I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs highliner, and this one is in the shade Introvert. With a MAC pencil brush, I'm going to go into the shade Moneybags, and I'm going to apply that all under my lash line. Now I'm taking a Real Techniques number 217 and the shade Decadent, and I'm just going to put that right underneath the outer lash line, just to emphasize the outer V a little bit more. And then I'm going to blend that out with the original pencil brush. For my inner corner highlight, I want to use the shade Drippin' Diamonds. I really love the way this shade swatches. Well, now isn't that festive? And for the brow bone, I'm using a MAC 228 and the shade Rollin' in Dough. So that's it for the eye look. And for lipstick, why not use this one? I know she's reformulated all her lipsticks, but I'm sure that this one is still available. This is the shade Plan 9, because who else would buy this but me? I'm sure a lot of people would. That's everything for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing both sides of the Too Faced Chocolate Gold Bar palette. I certainly enjoyed creating the looks for you. I do recommend that if you're going to be working with this palette and you want to do something very elaborate with the metallic shades, that you do your eyes first, because I was getting a little bit of fallout and now I have shimmer on my cheeks and it looks like I highlighted a little bit lower than I normally would. So you do get a little bit of fallout, especially if you start foiling the shadows. So I would recommend definitely do your eyes first. Also, as far as the play look, I know that green lipstick isn't for absolutely everyone, but you can definitely use a soft pink or a nude shade and then the look would be a lot more wearable for your personal taste. I did also want to mention that if you enjoy the bolder looks on my channel, then I definitely recommend that you check out one of our very own lab family members, and his Instagram is Made Up Shahir, and he has the most elaborate eye looks and lip looks that I have seen. They look perfect. So definitely check out his Instagram. I will leave his Instagram link down here below. And then the master of the baby wing, here she is right here with the baby wing look. This is Amira's beauty channel, and I will also link her here so that you can check them out if you're interested. They're a part of our little makeup family here, and so I'm happy to support them. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the 2 Looks 1 Palette series, and let me know if your favorite look was the day look or the play look. If you have any recommendations for other palettes to be featured in this series, then leave those in the comment section down below. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you again very, very soon on my next one. Bye-bye.